Anna is desperate. She is in love with a man named Jack, a man she knows only through the letters they have exchanged. And for the past 2 years, something evil has taken hold of her home. A servant presses a mirror into her hands and tells her it will protect her from the spirit, that as long as she holds it, nothing can touch her. Anna gets into a carriage and sets off toward the city where Jack is waiting. On the road, a cry rings out from the jungle. Anna sends her driver to investigate. He does not come back. She goes in after him on foot and finds him sitting against a tree in the dark. She approaches, and he lunges, grabs her by the throat, and hurls her to the ground. The mirror shatters. Anna does not get up. Jack is still grieving. He never found out what happened to Anna, only that she never came. It has been 2 years. His sister urges him to move forward. Jack throws himself into his writing, taking long walks along the lake to clear his head. One afternoon, he finds a woman lying unconscious at the water's edge. He carries her home. The household maid changes her clothes and tends to her. She gives her belongings to Jack's sister. From them, a bracelet falls out. She takes it and tells no one. Jack does not recognize her. He has never seen Anna's face. The woman wakes up with no memory of who she is, where she came from, or how she ended up at the lake. The police question her and get nothing. Jack's sister urges him to send the stranger away. Jack gives her a name instead. Bella. Strange things begin almost immediately. One day she runs to Jack, frightened. She can hear laughter coming from her room. He searches the entire house and hears it too, a low sound with no source. He goes outside, finds nothing, and locks the door. But when he returns, the door opens on its own. He locks it again. It opens again. The third time it stays shut, but by then everyone's nerves are frayed. The next day, while returning home, John, the spiritual healer, stops Jack, but he ignores him and walks away. At dinner, Bella begins coughing violently. Twisted iron nails drop from her mouth one after another until the whole household stands in horrified silence around her. Jack takes Bella to a hospital where a doctor keeps her overnight for observation using the facility's new X-ray machine. The X-ray results are worse. The image clearly shows hands resting on her shoulders. The doctor refers them to a specialist in the city. Jack arranges the journey immediately. They stop for the night at a roadside hotel. That night, a knock at her door draws her downstairs. The hotel receptionist tells her a man came looking for her. He said he had her memories. Bella runs out into the dark after a figure moving between the trees. She gets close. The figure turns. It is the driver. She flees, stumbles, falls, and her memories come flooding back all at once. She staggers back toward the hotel and collides with Jack. She throws her arms around him, sobbing that she remembers everything. She looks up. It is the driver. She screams. Jack hears it from his room, tears through the jungle, and finds her sitting against a tree. When he shakes her, her eyes open, and they are completely red. Jack goes to John and asks for his help. John comes to Bella and touches a drop of perfume to her wrist. She starts smelling the perfume. Her eyes snap open. Jack asks her his own name, and she begins reciting. Not just John's name, but the names of his ancestors, going back generations. John has the answers he needs. He ties her to a chair in front of an open window and pulls back the curtains. Sunlight pours over her. Bella screams and convulses, straining against the ropes until the chair begins to splinter. Then she tears free and crawls beneath the stairs, pressing herself into the shadows, away from the light. John's assessment: the spirit is powerful but newly attached, and it has a purpose. To exorcise it, they need to know Bella's past, but no one knows anything about her. That night, John goes to the graveyard and asks the dead for help. Candles extinguishes itself on a single grave, a sign. John puts his ear to the stone. He learns that Bella's memories have returned. He goes back to her, applies the perfume again, and calls Bella forward through the spirit. For a brief moment, she breaks through, struggling, trying to speak, before the spirit overwhelms her again and laughs as it settles back in control. The maid, while covering Bella with a cloth, sees something carved into the skin of her abdomen. A name, Sarah. The maid goes pale. Outside, everyone tries to understand the meaning when the maid tells them that Sarah is her daughter's name. She says Bella asked her to write a letter to Sarah weeks ago. The maid retrieves it, and when Jack sees the handwriting, he goes very still. He walks to his room, pulls a letter from his drawer, and holds them side by side. The handwriting is identical. Bella is Anna, the woman he has loved for years without ever seeing her face, has been in his house the entire time. Jack travels to Anna's hometown and finds the woman who knew her best. She tells him everything about Anna, her love for a poet named Jack, the letters, the years of waiting. She also tells him that Jack came 2 years ago and took Anna with him. Stunned, Jack tells her that he is the Jack Anna fell in love with. The woman also says that before he arrived, someone else had come asking the same questions. When Jack asks the name, he finds out it was his sister. He returns home to find his sister dead, hanging in the woods. Letters fall from her hand. He reads them one by one and the full picture assembles itself. Jack had a childhood friend named Henry who came to see him 2 years ago. Henry seduced Jack's sister and took the gold bracelet from her under the promise of marriage. Then he learned about Jack's love. One day Jack's sister saw him stealing Anna's letters. She confronted him and threatened to expose him. Henry told her that if word spread that she had slept with him, her reputation would be destroyed. Then he told her coldly that he had never loved her, that he had always despised Jack and wanted to ruin his life, and that Jack's relationship with Anna was the perfect instrument. Jack's sister had gone to investigate on her own and discovered the full truth. Henry had traveled to Anna's city posing as Jack, met Anna in person, and taken her to see what he claimed was their future home. Anna noticed something was wrong. The man in front of her had not written a single poem since they met. Nothing like the Jack she knew from the letters. She pressed him. He confessed. She ran. Henry chased her down, grabbed her, and told her everything. And Anna shoved him so hard that he fell through a window and was impaled on the iron rods below. The servant helped Anna hide the body, but Henry did not stay dead. His spirit, consumed by hatred and obsession, attached itself to Anna and followed her ever since. John devises the only way to end it. Henry's spirit must be forced back into his real body. Anna is brought to Henry's house, covered in a white cloth. John says the spirit will remain dormant as long as she stays covered. Once her body makes contact with Henry's, the spirit will transfer, and they can destroy it by burning the body. The plan collapses the moment they arrive. The cloth slips. Henry wakes up. He kills everyone in the house except Jack, one by one, laughing through Anna's face as he does it. Jack grabs the cloth and starts looking for Henry. As he enters a room, Henry hits him with a chair and the cloth falls. Henry gestures with his eyes, throwing a lantern onto the cloth, setting it on fire, and running away. Jack finds him again. Henry is eating John's body. Jack has tied the remaining burnt piece of cloth around his hand. He lunges forward, grabs Henry by the neck, and tries to drag him toward the body. But Henry wraps his legs around a corner and stops himself. Then he uses Anna's voice to fool Jack. Just as Jack loosens his grip, Henry pushes him away. He drives a brick hammer through Jack's hand into the floor. Henry then picks up a lantern and prepares to burn his own body, so he never has to leave Anna's body. Then, Jack kicks a log. Henry's real body topples into view. The moment the two bodies make contact, the spirit tears itself out of Anna and floods back into Henry. Henry rises, picks up Anna, and is about to throw her into the fire. Jack pulls the hammer from his own hand, drives it into Henry's chest, and hurls him into the fire. Henry burns. The spirit dies with him. After 2 years, they are finally in the same room.